What if I told you that the person you've been waiting for years may already be getting closer to you, but it's you who's stopping them from entering your life? You prayed, you hoped, you even shed tears in the middle of the night asking Allah to send you someone who will sincerely love you, someone who will help you grow in your faith. But here is the truth that few dare to say. You can pray as hard as you want. If your heart, your mind, or your habits block the blessing, it will never be able to reach you. In this video, we're not just going to talk about marriage. We are going to talk about destin, of invisible blockages, and the subtle way Allah sometimes sends you an answer, which you reject without realizing it. Are you really ready to welcome what Allah has prepared for you, or are you unknowingly sabotaging your own happiness? Hold on tight, because what you hear may change the way you see love, destiny, and the divine plan forever. 1. You pray for marriage, but you block the answer without knowing it. You raise your hands. You utter sincere invocations. You ask the one who holds hearts to send you someone good, someone who will raise you, respect you, protect you. But behind these words that you address to Allah, there is sometimes a closed heart, closed to everything that does not correspond to your imagination. What if your prayer had already been answered, but you weren't able to recognize it? What if the problem was not the slowness of the response, but the rigidity of your gaze? It is so easy to pray to, but so difficult to actually be ready to welcome what Allah chooses. Because welcoming means give up control, let go of this perfect image that you have built in your mind. You want a pious partner, but you also want him or her to be exactly like in your dreams, with this appearance, this social level, this behavior, this communication style. But Allah does not work according to your projections. He doesn't send you what you want. He sends you what your soul needs to grow. What you call delay is perhaps only a purification test. What you call absence is perhaps a reminder of humility. And what you call incompatibility is perhaps an opportunity to re-educate your heart to love spiritually, not carnally. Maybe the person who could really help you move towards the balance you're looking for is already there, but you've dismissed them out of hand. Because she didn't impress you, because she didn't meet the ideal you had created for yourself. Yet, in the invisible, she ticks exactly the boxes your heart will demand in 10 years. What you are experiencing is not a silence from Allah. It's a school where He teaches you that love is not recognized by the packaging, but by the peace it leaves in your chest. But to feel this peace, your heart must not be closed under the pressure of your ego. The greatest obstacle to your prayer is not destiny. It is often you, too. You asked for a divine gift, but you are not prepared to receive it. You dream of the person who will share your life, of someone who will guide you towards Allah, who will help you grow in faith. But tell me, have you really worked on yourself to deserve this divine gift? You ask Allah for a pious, loyal, and gentle partner. But Allah does not send you someone simply to fill your emotional gaps. No, He sends you a partner to bring you closer to Him. You want someone who prays tahajjud every night. But do you make the effort to get up for Fajr? You desire pure love, but do you nourish your heart with pure love for Allah above all? If you are not yet ready, if your spiritual level does not correspond to what you desire, Allah in His infinite wisdom hold this gift. It is not a punishment but a preparation. A godly partner cannot be just a life companion. It must be a spiritual teammate, someone with whom you will move towards the ultimate goal, the pleasure of Allah. Allah will not send you what you want if you are not ready to honor it and appreciate it as a divine gift. A godly partner cannot live with a heart that has not yet learned to appreciate the beauty of devotion, sacrifice, and sincerity. If you have not yet made a constant effort to please Allah, how can you expect the love you seek to find you? Think of it as spiritual training. You train yourself to get closer to Allah, to strengthen your faith, to become a better version of yourself. Only by becoming a better person, more connected to Allah, will you be ready to receive this divine gift. You cannot expect external changes if you have not first made an internal change. Blessings come when you are spiritually ready. Allah knows better than you what you need and when you need it. If the person you are waiting for is slow to arrive, that does not mean that Allah is ignoring you. This means that you are not yet ready to take this trip together, to grow together in faith. 3. You stay attached to what is already done, and you prevent the new from starting. You still carry the scars of what is behind you. A love that died, a marriage that ended, a broken relationship. Every memory is like a stone in your heart. Every thought a weight that you refuse to put down. But have you ever thought about why you still carry this burden? Allah never asked you to forget. He knows that pain is part of the human process. But He told you to don't let yourself be imprisoned by what is already finished. Because in every ending He hides a new beginning, a gift of mercy that you block by remaining attached to what has disappeared. There is infinite beauty in freeing your heart. Free your heart from the bitterness of the past, from rejection, from betrayal. You must understand that every person you lose was perhaps not the one Allah had intended for you. What you perceive as a loss could well be a liberation to prepare yourself for a pure, higher love. Allah never takes someone from you without best reason. You may not see the reason yet, but He has a perfect plan for you. And every episode of your life is a movement of His infinite wisdom. You hold on to this relationship that hurt, but understand this. As long as your hands are closed to what is already dead, you do not have the possibility of receiving what Allah has prepared for you. Blessings cannot enter a closed heart. The wonders of Allah cannot descend on a soul that refuses to free up space. Every time you stay anchored in the past, you prevent your heart from receiving what is in front of you. The future won't happen if you keep looking back. If you keep the shadow of what is gone, you prevent the light of the new from shining. Allah wants you to be ready to welcome peace and the mercy that He sends to you. To do this, you must learn to let go. Let go of what you can no longer change, so you can receive what He has decided to bring into your life. Don't let your wounds rule your present actions. Don't let your past block your future. It is not by forgetting, but by healing the heart, that you prepare yourself to receive what God has reserved for you. 4. You confuse Allah's tests with signs to abandon. There's something that many don't know, and it can change your entire perspective on trials. Allah even tests relationships that are meant to last. Conflicts, disagreements, moments of tension. These are not necessarily signs that everything is doomed to failure. No, sometimes they are necessary purifications, moments of spiritual growth. Allah's test is not just about making you happy or making your life easier. Sometimes He wants you to confront your imperfections, your faults, so that you become stronger, more resilient. The partner that Allah sends you, even if he is a gift, is not perfect. He is a mirror. It will highlight what you haven't seen, the buried wounds, the hidden weaknesses. And instead of running away from the slightest difficulty, you must see each challenge as an opportunity to repair yourself through love. Lawful. Every disagreement, every misunderstanding is not a sign of the end. It's an invitation to look deeper, to understand that it's not the absence of difficulty that makes a relationship strong, but the way you get through it together with patience and perseverance. Do not let yourself be deceived by the appearance of the trials. Do not think that Allah's test means that this relationship is not the right one. Maybe Allah just wants you to rise to a higher level. Perhaps the difficulty is there so that you both become more solid, more spiritually mature. If you give up every time the road gets difficult, you could very well reject the person Allah has chosen for you, just because you thought everything should be easy. But know this, the goal of marriage is not to find a clear path. The goal is to build a solid union, not only for this life, but also for the afterlife. Remember this fundamental principle. True love, the one that Allah blesses, is not born easily. It is forged through trials, patience, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. And every difficult moment you encounter in your relationship is an opportunity to evolve, to accomplish what Allah expects from you. A relationship that lifts your souls towards Him. 5. Stop asking for a sign. You are already in the sign. There are some among us who look for signs as we would look for a star in a moonless night. They say, I want a clear sign, I want a dream, a voice, a miracle. But dear friend, sometimes the sign, it's much more subtle, much more intimate. It resides in the deep calm of your heart when you are near this person. It's this silent bond, this unexpected peace, this connection inexplicable which brings you a little closer to Allah every day. The sign is not always a grandiose revelation. It is hidden in the sweetness of the shared moment, in the tranquility that invades your soul in the presence of the other. It is in this inner harmony, which is born from the simplicity of an exchanged look, a sincere smile, a conversation that requires no effort. You don't need to see the skies being torn apart or hear heavenly voices calling you to a great mission. True guidance does not lie in these spectacular signs. You just need to look with the heart, not with your ego. The ego seeks loud responses, extreme signs. But the heart, he sees what the eyes cannot perceive. When Allah guides you to someone, He does not shout at you. He guides you gently, like a light breeze. He prepares you in silence. He corrects you silently. He confronts you with your contradictions with infinite wisdom. Then, at the moment when your heart is ready, He sends you this person. The real sign is not what you expect, but what you feel in your deep being. Every moment, every look, every word becomes a testimony of divine will. It is not a question of grandeur or spectacularity, but of subtlety and inner peace. The soul never lies. When she is ready, she recognizes without hesitation what is intended for her. You see, the quest for signs is an inner journey. The sign is already there, in you, around you, in every breath. Look with a pure heart, and you will see that each moment shared with this person is already a sign from Allah, a blessing that gently awakens you to His presence. 6. The true partner is the one who is aligned with your destiny, not just your desire. Do you want a happy, fulfilled marriage filled with barakah? Start by understanding a profound truth. Happiness does not lie in appearance, nor in fleeting passions or promises of a cloudless life. The true partner is not the one who responds to the simple list of your superficial desires. The true partner is the one with whom you are in spiritual alignment. The one that Allah sends to you does not come simply to complete you, to fill a void in you. He or she comes to propel you towards your true mission, your inner light, your destiny. She's not just a beautiful person. This is not a person who ticks all the boxes of your expectations. It's a chosen soul, a soul who will guide you, support you, and elevate you spiritually. A soul with which you will walk on a path that only Allah knows. You see, this path is strewn with challenges, obstacles, moments of joy, but also difficulties. The partner you are looking for is not the one who will save you from storms, but the one who will allow you to go through them with faith, with confidence, with tawakkul on Allah. He is there to help you get closer to Allah, to purify your heart, to grow in faith. It's a spiritual union, a mission for two to move forward on this earth, but above all, to build a life that resonates in the afterlife. And as long as you refuse to let go of your own plan, your own project, you will continue to push back the divine plan, the one that Allah has intended for you. The divine plan is perfect. The divinely chosen partner is the one who allows you to flourish in this plane, not the one who entertains you in your ephemeral desires. Let go. Give up what you believe to be best, and accept what Allah has judged to be most beneficial for your soul. It's not just about sharing happy moments or living daydreams. It is about building a meaningful life together, trials, spiritual growth, and dedication to Allah. Don't look for a partner who fulfills your desires, but one who helps you fulfill your destiny. True marriage is not a simple contract of affection, but a spiritual pact, a profound alliance with the Creator and with others. Don't let your desires control your destiny. Instead, let divine wisdom guide every step of your life. Your partner may already be on the path, but every day you stay locked into your standards, your fears, or your past. You are turning your back on a blessing that you yourself asked for. Allah never sends anyone randomly. He knows what is in your heart, what you need for your balance, your journey, your mission. And sometimes, that gift isn't what you imagined, but it's exactly what you needed. So no longer block what Allah is trying to open. Prepare yourself, refocus, free yourself, and above all, trust Him. If this video woke you up, touched your heart, or pushed you to think, subscribe to the channel now. Leave a like, share this message with someone who needs to hear it, and write in the comments, Ya Allah, open my heart to what you have written for me. Because sometimes the simple act of opening your heart is enough to bring in destiny.